Good morning from the Chardon Weather Center. And this map is, I'm going to use the GFS, this is the SIG-Z run to show what's going to be occurring for the next 5 days or so. Right here we have a deep low pressure system, a vortex up in central Canada, and it's keeps the Clipper train moving in this fashion. And we have another one coming through the flow this way. Plus, we're getting some additional energy off of the vortex at the same time, which is going to produce some half-decent snowfalls for northern Ohio into parts of northern Pennsylvania and across this way with 3 to 6+ inches of snow with a little bit of lake effect snow on the backside with some of these open water lakes adding to the moisture flow off of Lake Erie, which is pretty much frozen right now. But it could add a few inches as we just saw this past yesterday when we received a few inches of lake effect snows east of Cleveland. Early Saturday morning and Friday night, we have some decent snows, as I was alluding to earlier, moving through northern Ohio and heading toward northwest PA and parts of western New York, of course. It's going to be really serious conditions with brutal cold, wind chills in excess of -20 Fahrenheit, and ground blizzards to go with it, with the falling snow and blowing snow across the area. It's going to be very hazardous, and if you can stay at home, please do. Now, this is Saturday afternoon, and we're still getting generous snows across this area, and even some light snow or a period of snow could even hit our friends in New Jersey all the way down into Delaware with a quick shot of an inch, maybe two in spots, especially from Allentown on north. They could see 2 or 3 inches of snow out of this little juiced up Clipper and Arctic front moving through. And this is Sunday afternoon, and this is Clipper number 3, and this will be moving into northern Ohio and central Ohio and southern Ohio on its way this way. And this one will produce a little bit less snow perhaps than the Clipper number 2, which was Friday night and Saturday, but this will once again bring several inches, perhaps 4 in spots across the area here. And more importantly, this is going to usher in perhaps the coldest air mass we've seen, with perhaps northeast Ohio stay below zero for in excess of 30 hours early next week. So batten down the hatches, gather up some extra firewood, call in on your elderly neighbors, bring in the dogs. It's going to be nasty. Even into Monday morning, as the low pressure system moves to our north, we still have a good chance of receiving some lake effect snows from this system and in northeast Ohio. So we could wind up by the time this is all said and done with 10 to 15+ new inches across northeast Ohio into northwest PA into western New York, and parts of New England could have a decent amount of snow too. This is Tuesday afternoon, and most of the snow is gone now, and it's just bitter cold, breezy, and we have to watch for a possible storm to develop in this vicinity sometime Wednesday into Thursday. And depending on where it develops and how it tracks, there could be some snow for our good friends from South Carolina, even parts of Georgia, right up this way. And that will be dependent upon how close the storm is to the coast. Right now it's up for conjecture, and we'll certainly have a lot more information later on in the weekend as to what's going to occur. But thank you so much for joining me for this weather update from the Chardon Weather Center.